So hi guys, welcome back to the Nifty City channel. Once again, thank you for all the love on Instagram, Telegram, YouTube. YouTube पे थोड़े subscriptions कम है, but ठीक है, we'll catch up. I trust you guys on that. So please like, share, subscribe. So today's topic, what are we going to be discussing today? Yesterday we were discussing on Telegram, Apple के superb results आए हैं, very good results. Uh, Tech Nasdaq has bounced more than 3% gains yesterday. So expecting a big bounce in India as well. Budget is also coming. Budget bhi aa raha hai. So a lot of things to look forward to. So today what we're going to do is we're going to understand the US market. Okay. So now you guys must be thinking why US market we're understanding Indian stock market mein hum trade kar rahe hai. Now we can also trade in the US market. So it's important to understand what, why, how. Okay. So beginning now, there are majorly four indices that we have in the US. We have two major stock exchanges. One is your Nasdaq and one is the NYSE. Now, what are the different indexes that we have? Just say here we have Sensex and Nifty, NSE. Okay, so unke BSE, NSE are your two major stock markets. Uske indexes are BSE's Sensex and NSE ka Nifty. Similarly, there we have NYSE and Nasdaq. Okay. So the one first major index that we have, which is the oldest, is the Dow Jones Industrial Average, DJI. Now, Dow Jones Industrial Average is a combination of some of the most blue chip US stocks. Okay. One important factor to note in DJI is it is price sensitive. It is not market cap. तो जो stock का price high होगा, उसका weightage index में ज्यादा होगा. ठीक है? So this is your Dow Jones. Second is your Nasdaq. Nasdaq is an index that tracks all the big tech companies majorly. Okay. So all the tech companies that you have, that is in the Nasdaq. So Nasdaq is again based on market capitalization, not price. So जिस stock का market capitalization high होगा, that will be given more weightage in Nasdaq. So in Nasdaq, you have some of the biggest names. Like, you have your Alphabet, that is Google, you have Amazon, you have Facebook. Uh, all the top companies that we can think of are in Nasdaq. Tech related top companies. Then you have S&P 500. S&P 500 again the weightage is given according to market capitalization, not according to price. Okay, so these are the basic indices that we have. The stock market in US is on from 9:30 to 4. So here how we have 9:15 to 3:30, they have 9:30 to 4. Okay, so these are some of the major differences between the Indian stock market and the US stock market. Another major difference is in Nasdaq, it is not necessary that a company has to have its headquarters in US. How it happens in India, that in India, when a company is included in the index, their headquarters are located in India. But in Nasdaq, it's not necessary. In Nasdaq, even Alibaba is listed in Nasdaq. Okay. Now moving on. So reasons to invest in the US market. So why should we invest in the US market? Okay. First of all, diversification. Now you should not put all your eggs in one basket. Tomorrow, some event happens in India. There is a some kind of a stock market crash. You should always diversify. Okay, because there are opportunities in every market. अलग-अलग market में अलग-अलग opportunities है. So you should diversify. So don't put all your eggs in one basket. It's always good. I'm not saying that you go ahead and completely shift your index. Not that. A little bit here and there you can. You should invest and diversify your portfolio. Diversification is very important. Another big reason is exposure to big tech. Now, some of the big US companies we are using day in, day out. We are using Facebook, we are using WhatsApp, we are using Apple के iPhones, Microsoft is being used, Amazon से हम चीजें मंगाते हैं, Google searches daily basis पे करते हैं. These are some of the tech companies. Then we eat from McDonald's, we use Starbucks. So there are so many US products that we are using day in and day out in our daily life. So why Netflix we see? So why don't we go and own those companies? When we are saying that these companies are giving such good growth, everything is nice, they have such a global presence. So why don't we go ahead and own a share of these companies? Okay. Another important, interesting fact here is now, for example, I'll give you a very relatable example. There was a friend of mine. He had a, he wanted to invest around 20,000 rupees in 10 companies. So he said, "Yeah, please make a list the companies ka." So I gave him a list of companies. Out of that, one example of one company was a Tata Elxsi. तो मैंने इतना ध्यान नहीं दिया उसको कि उसका कैपिटल कितना था और उसको कितना इन्वेस्ट करना था एक्सेट्रा। मैंने एक पोर्टफोलियो, इन जनरल पोर्टफोलियो उसको बना के भेज दिया लॉन्ग टर्म के लिए कि इसमें ये कंपनीज में पैसा डाल दे, लॉन्ग टर्म भूल जा। तो उसने बोला कौन सी कंपनी में कितना डालूं, मैंने कहा इक्वल डाल। आई गिव हिम 10 कंपनीज। आई सेड व्हाटएवर योर कैपिटल इज, equally divided among these companies. Now he came back to me the next day and he said, "Yeah, I couldn't execute it only." I said, "What happened?" So he said, "Yeah, now Tata Elxsi, you told me to invest. Tata Elxsi is 6,000 rupees. So how do I invest equally?" So then I had to change the company and give him. But what happens in US? Now in India, the rule is minimum one share you have to buy of any particular company. There is no such rule in US. You can buy a fraction of a company, of a share. Okay. So if one share is 6,000 rupees and you have only 2,000 rupees capital to invest in that share, so you can buy one third of that share. Need not buy the entire share. So this is another major advantage of investing in the US market. Now coming to the US market performance. Okay. Now we know US dollar is one of the strongest currencies in the world. They are a financial superpower in every way. US stock markets have traditionally always outperformed our Indian indices. They have always outperformed. So this is another major reason why we should consider investing in the US market. But you know what? It's not that I'm being anti-national or India can't, become better. Growth opportunities in India are amazing. But there is a fact that we are a smaller economy right now. Okay. Our entire market cap of the companies will be around $3 trillion. US is 25 trillion. So they are literally 8x of our size right now. So there are growth opportunities in India right now, but the US market is a very strong market and we can consider investing in the US as well. This is another important factor, dollar appreciation. Now let's consider, there will be a lot of arguments that look, 2022 India is in a bull run, India में ज़्यादा return मिलने वाला है, XYZ. Let's assume US and India give you the same return. ठीक है? Let's assume they give you 20% return in 1 year. So you invest 1 lakh in the Indian market. After a year, 20% return, 1,20,000 you get back. Same 20% return, you invested 1 lakh in the US market. Now in the US market, what happens? You get 1,20,000, but the dollar price has also gone up. So currently, if it is around 75 rupees, say dollar may become 76 or 77 after a year. So you will get 1,20,000 plus the dollar appreciation amount. So if we consider looking at this chart, in 1947, one US dollar was 4.16 rupees. So if we had invested, say, for $1, for sake of example, $1 we had invested in the US market, and till year 2020, that stock did not appreciate only. It was $1 only, that stock. But your rupee has appreciated to 73.28 as per 2020. So from 4.16 to 73.28, your money has appreciated, even though the stock price remains a dollar only. So this is one of the major reasons why you should consider your annual return will go up by a few 4-5% points just on the appreciation value. Now everyone will be like, sir, you gave the caption, do not invest in US stocks. Then you gave us reasons, 5 reasons why you should invest in the US stocks. So what is this? So this was not a clickbait. This is a very important topic. Why I'm telling you guys, do not invest in US stocks, because every market requires extensive research. Now we know a few brands, Apple, Google. So aap jaoge and you will put your money in those brands. That is not how the stock market will work. Yes, quality companies are there, but investing in the right company at the right price is also important. So what I would suggest to everyone here is, why don't you go and invest in exchange traded funds? So what are exchange traded funds? Exchange traded funds are like mutual funds, which is a basket of stocks tracking a particular index. Okay, so they are basically, now you'll ask me what is the difference? Mutual fund also does that. It's a basket of stocks. ETFs are very liquid. So ETFs are like you're buying a share on the stock market. So you go at 10:30, you buy an ETF, ETF appreciates 10:45, you can sell the ETF. Okay, as simple as that. You can't do that in a mutual fund. So ETFs are very liquid, very easy. Now in this chart also you can see the growth in ETF versus mutual funds. Okay, so ETF growth has always been higher. ETF is the next generation thing. So you have ETFs in cryptos, you have ETFs in the stock market. So every country ke ETFs, like you can use a China ka ETF. There are different websites like ETF Finder where you can directly go and search for which ETF. So one such ETF I'm going to tell you guys, it's called QQQ. Okay, it's a tech-based ETF, very good ETF with a low fee and good returns. So exchange traded funds, QQQ is the ETF. So I would suggest, if you want to invest yourself in the stock market by selecting a few companies of the US, do your research very well. I will also be coming out with 2-3 stock ideas for the US, which I feel are at a good level and you can purchase. One such stock is Coinbase. So do your research, then only invest. Without doing your research, don't invest, because it's very difficult to track two markets at the same time. You're tracking the Indian market and the US market. You can't do that. So let the experts handle it, buy an exchange traded fund and leave it. Right? Now, the main question is, how do we invest in the US market? So pehle kya hota tha, you have to transfer. There were a lot of cost associated with opening an account, maintaining the account, etc., etc. So there is one app now that is going to save all our lives. Okay, this app is called the IND Money app. It's a very good app. I've tried it out myself. All you have to do is just go on this app, do your normal KYC. Takes hardly 2-3 minutes. PAN card, Aadhaar card. That's it. Do your KYC. They automatically open a US account for you. Okay. Now, what is the brilliance of this? Zero brokerage. Number one. Number two, zero transaction fees. The exchange rate is very good. For example, today I invested, I got an exchange rate of 75.8. So the exchange rate is very good. Hardly one small GST fee they cut from your. So if you're investing, whatever money you're loading onto the app, that much is invested in the US market. Okay. So very simple. You load in your wallet how you load in any other app. In INR, you load in INR, they will convert it into dollar and give it to you. And you can directly invest that money in the US market. Okay, I'm giving you the IND Money referral link in the description box. You sign up, you will get up to 250 rupees worth of Amazon or Google shares on my referral code. Okay, so those who are looking to earn money by doing nothing, this is the best way. Just download the app, sign up using my referral code, and you will get up to 250, depending on your luck, of course, up to 250 rupees Google or Amazon worth of shares. Okay, so this is not a paid promotion. Just want to make that clear. Please do like, share, and subscribe. It really helps us, motivates us to come out with better videos, come out with fun facts. And tomorrow we will be meeting to discuss Nifty, Bank Nifty levels and answer a few stock queries as well. So till then, take care. Bye bye.